Okay? And she was actually nominated twice. And this has been her first nomination in the past 7 years. Now, we all know that the Grammys is very biased and they don't like Nicki, okay? I like to call them the scammies because, honestly, they're rigged. And every single year I get disappointed by the results because it's like they just play into politics. And it's as if these artists bought their award because the people who win it don't deserve it. The people who win the awards at the Grammys most of the time don't deserve it. The fact that Nicki has not won a Grammy in her whole career, while people like Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion have won Grammys, is beyond me. Because we all know Nicki Minaj is the queen of rap. And those bitches are her sons. Okay? Without Nicki, there would be no Cardi or Megan. So the fact that Megan and Cardi B have a Grammy and Nicki Minaj doesn't says enough in itself. And they have embarrassed Nicki Minaj for years. There were multiple instances where they could have nominated her. And this is why I want to say something to all my barbs, okay? Nicki has not said anything about the Grammys since they have released their nominations. And I think that is very telling. I think that she's sending us a message by staying silent. Because the Grammys have played her in her face for years, literally. Ever since that scandal where she did the Roman Catholic church performance, they have played in her face. Because we know there were multiple instances where they could have nominated her and they didn't. Or multiple instances where she should have won the award and she didn't. For example, Super Freaky Girl last year. That went #1 for weeks. And what did they try to do? Put it in the pop category. When it was clearly a rap song. But they wanted to slim her chances by putting her up against all these white pop artists. And even this year, Red Ruby Da Sleaze. Why wasn't that nominated for an award? Why was her nomination a song that she shared with someone else? To me, that feels like you're trying to play her in her face. To me, it feels like you didn't want to give her the nomination, but you knew Barbie World was too impactful for you to ignore the song. But you didn't want to give Nicki her own Grammy. So you wanted to give her a Grammy that she shared with somebody else. Right? And I feel like they only nominated her because they know their ratings are down. Okay? We live in the social media era where nobody cares about TV anymore. And nobody cares about award shows anymore. Okay? People only care about social media and reality TV shows. And they know their ratings are down. Because people have discredited the Grammys for years now. A lot of people see it as an award show that's rigged. So it's lost its value over the years. And they know this. So they know a lot of people are not going to tune in. So I think that they only nominated Nicki Minaj so they could use the barbs for views. Because they saw how Nicki Minaj hosting the VMAs impacted their views. Because let me remind you, this year when Nicki Minaj hosted the VMAs was the third most viewed VMAs in history. And she didn't even do shit. She was literally barely on camera. Literally. She barely hosted. And it was the third most viewed VMA award show. So they know that if they nominate Nicki, the barbs are going to get excited and then we're going to watch the Grammys. The fact that Nicki has not said anything about the Grammys, I think it is very telling. And I think she is sending us a message to not give a fuck. Because they're clearly using us for views. And I don't think that they're even going to give her the award, honestly. She clearly deserves it, obviously. But I don't think they're going to give it to her. I genuinely think that they're just using her for views. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but what I will say is silence speaks louder than words sometimes, okay? So the fact that Nicki has not said anything, I wouldn't get so excited to go watch the Grammys. I wouldn't give them your viewership because they don't deserve it and they don't deserve Nicki, period. Let's just look it up online after the show and see if she won. But I will not be watching the Grammys because I'm not going to allow them to use me for views because I'm a barb. No thanks. I will look up the results later after the show. But if she wins, great. But if she doesn't, I don't give a damn because I don't care about the scammies. So, yeah.